Okay, this is a review of the Meteor F.4. This is the first of the F.4s. We shall see how well it does compared to the F.3s. First off, the acceleration seems like it's much better. Turning is much better as well. And as you can see, if you are a person who's flying with the Brits, this plane flies very fast. It actually can keep up with a 163, climbs very much faster. So that being said, let's give it a, and this is just level flight, it's actually flying much faster than the than the stats say. So I'll take a trip over here, and this also climbs just as fast as all those planes. Dance around a little bit. Shivas is after me. Dance away from him. And this should dive much faster than the 163, so we should be okay in that regard. I'll give myself a chance to shoot down this MiG-15 and hopefully avoid getting shot down by the 163 that is right behind me. And air brakes. And I still have a MiG or something on me. I'm not sure exactly what it is. It looks like it's still the 163, and it could be two of them. But so far I've been able to avoid them. And being that I'm flying by myself, I'm actually kind of glad that I'm doing as well as I have, with no help whatsoever. Because now I'm going to air brake them triply. And hopefully that will get them off me for long enough. I got 3 guys on me. This is essentially just a lose at this point, but I really wish there would have been a better chance, but I got into a game where I was just outmatched. That being the case, this can't do that much, but I hope in that first glimpse you had of the F4, I'll toss another review in here, you can see that it's far superior to the F3s, which is why it costs more. It flies much faster. You can move very quickly with it, you can dance, you can do all this stuff, but when you fly with it, you just
disconnected from your channel.
When you fly with it, you just can't, you know, you can't do much against 5 jets when you have no other assistance on your team. So that being said, I thought I did pretty good there, and hopefully I can do just as good, in fact a lot better, the next time I play, and hopefully I don't play against 4 guys who are teaming up. Alright, this is round 2 of the edit and the review, and hopefully we can do a little bit better here. Last time I was just running from jets the entire time. Hopefully this time I have a chance to truly get a show of what it is. I'll show you guys the viewpoints of the other jets that I was flying against in that game, just so you can also see how that was going and see exactly what was going on and what I was doing and how that helped me out. In this game, I should be able to do a lot better. It seems like I'll be able to fly against some high-tier prop planes, and for some reason a Buffalo. The matchmaking is still really effed up with all the AI and such, but hopefully I'll be able to give you a better show with this thing now. And it still climbs just as good as the last one, in fact even better, because it has a better engine on it and it goes much faster on a cruise. It turns a lot better, so I will be able to move around and adjust and actually aim my shot up, I'll go after a jet first. Maybe not. And as you can see, it does dive extremely fast. Pretty good guns on it. I missed a little bit there, and it's tough to hit with. I got a hit in there, but the 6.07 kilograms per second don't always translate into kills. As you can see, this thing dives extremely fast. You get into about 1,000 kilometers, and it dives faster than 163, and it can keep a speed faster than 163. It starts rattling a little bit, and in historical battles you're going to have issues with that, because that's when you're going to lose a wing in historical battle if you try to bank. However, that being said, this plane in arcade can outrun a piece 163. You just have to be in the right scenario and have to have it maxed out as far as the upgraded engine and the air resistance. And that was a big miss by myself. Not too used to it yet, but hopefully I get a little bit more acclimated as I go on. And what do we have here? LA3, lag 3, LA5. I'm gonna go back for that P51. P51 is still extremely weak in this game, so going ahead with those is fine, as it always has been. Just watch out for rockets. And he used all his on the ship, so I have very little to worry about. And there it is. And I can just go land and I'll be fine. But as far as this plane's guns, they're all centered in one spot here, right on the nose. So you get all 6.07 kilograms per second at one spray, which is nice. Very good at taking out bombers. After I land here and repair, I'll give you a show of that. It also is very good at fighting with jets. I hope you saw that. And then to answer questions, I'm sure there's going to be questions whether this jet is worth grinding for and things like that. As far as I can tell from flying it so far, it's been well worth anyone's time who's put it into it and really wanted to fly it. It handles nicely. I mean, you can move with that thing. That's moving just as fast as a 163, almost putting out as much damage, and it's still, I mean, it's still half the price right now, and that's pretty darn good. And once I get the 19 reviews up, or the level 19 Meteor F.4 SW, I'm sure that one's going to even turn even better with the chopped off wings. So, and that being the same price, I have a feeling that the Meteors, if you fly enough of them, you're getting a great value for leveling up in the British faction. Prior to that, the Sea Meteors, the F3s, those are just a little bit subpar, which is why they are only 7,920 lions. But that being that, I'll end the review there for the most part. If you want to watch me fly around, I'm going to fly it around a little bit, see if I can get one more kill. And if I do get one more kill, I'm just going to land one more time and leave the plane. And if not, you'll get to see me go down in a puff of smoke. hoping to take this LA5 out before he kills my buddy here. And I'm not going to be able to turn with that at all. There's also a Spitfire coming in. And missed him. And then a nice little turn here. I'm going to show off the... Actually, I'm not going to show off the air brakes because that has 4 20mm cannons on it. I'm going to go after this LA5. Nice little trick if you're ever being tailed is to make sure the guy gets close to you. Hit the air brakes, hit all and everything that you have. And then after you have done that, hit the gears, hit the flaps, hit the air brakes, and then turn hard, and then obviously retract them all and give it everything you got going the other way. Hopefully I don't have to do that here. Yeah, that should be fine. But the cruising speed in this is very, very, very nice compared to the F3s, which cruise around 700. This one's cruising around 850, which is much faster than I was expecting, actually. One of the only planes in the game that actually cruises at the speed of its max speed. And for some reason it's taking 3 of our planes to shoot down a single AI plane, which is relatively pathetic. I'm not sure, but it seems like this Meteor does not have the proper flight model. So that may be why it's flying like a gem as much as it is. But it does have the correct damage model, because it gets hit once and it is red. Holy moly. Alright, there it is. LA5 down, I'm gonna go land. And even with this damage, it's actually flying very well. Flying about 900. Yeah, this is a nice plane. Is it a MiG-15? No. But a very, very, very nice plane. For some reason it's hovering, but there we go. And once you hit the ground, the hydraulic brakes kick in and you are down. I'm going to let it repair and then I'll leave the game, but that has been the review of the Meteor F.4 series. A really nice plane. I hope you guys enjoyed it and are definitely willing to fly this thing around because it is beautiful. Alright, and this is the view of the Meteor when I was being chased by 3 jets. And I'm going to give you a reverse view. So you can kind of see what was going on here and what I was trying to do to these guys. I engaged a MiG there straight on. And as I'm dancing, you can see the 2 dots behind me, and that's a 163. That's a that's a 2 163s actually. And I'm able to, with the F4, stay away from them. And although I'm not necessarily, getting away from any of them, I mean, there's 3 of them on me, so it's pretty tough to do that, but I'm able to avoid getting hit, dance around, and this plane goes fast enough where I can actually outrun a 163 if I just have one. And it turns well enough where I'm actually able to turn with and turn faster than a 163. That being said, having 2 of those on me is not fun. I hit the brakes here, I believe. There we go. I lost him. And I actually lost them both, and I kind of just, at that point I dropped my gears, dropped my air brakes, and my flaps, and I had them lost. I just didn't know where they were at the time, and that's what got me. I actually had them burned at the moment, but I should have flown straight, and I ended up making a turn with them. For a plane that isn't listed as faster than them and costs half the price, I was still able to fly away and do a fairly good job of it. And that'll conclude the review of the Meteor F.4. And once I get a hold of the level 19 one, I will give you a review on that in maybe a few days here. And y'all have a good one, and peace out.